So hello guys, today we will be starting about circle, all the basic definitions of circle and some numericals related to that. I hope you guys will like this video. So like, share and subscribe this video. First we will learn about general equation of a circle. So it is x minus h square plus y minus k square equals to r square, where h equals to where h comma k is the center and r equals to radius. So x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equals to r square, where h comma k is the center and r is the radius. Now we will solve a numerical based on this. For example, this is the equation. Now there is another formula: x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. We can also represent the formula of a circle using this. Formula, not equation of a circle using this. So there are two equations. One is this one and another one is this one. Its center is h comma k and radius is r, and its center is 2g, its center is minus g comma minus f, and radius is square root of g square plus f square minus c. So when the equation is given like x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0, its center will be given as minus g comma minus f, and its radius will be given as g square plus f square minus c. And in case of this equation, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square, its center is given as h comma k and radius is given as r, not square, only r. So let's solve a problem regarding this. For example, this is the equation that is given: x square plus y square plus 8x plus 6y plus c equals to 0. So here what is g? We know that the equation of circle can be given as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So the value of g, 2g is equals to minus 8. So g becomes minus 4 and f becomes 2f equals to 6. So f becomes 3 and center is given as minus g comma minus f. So it will be given as minus of minus 4 comma 3, which is given as 4 comma 3. 4 comma minus 3. Minus 3. So x square plus y square minus 8x plus 6y plus c equals to 0. This equation can be written as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So we can write from this equation by comparing these two equations. By comparing these two equations, we can write 2g is equals to minus 8, where g is equals to minus 4, and 2f is equals to 6, where f is equals to 3. So center is given as minus g comma minus f. So it can be written as minus of minus 4 comma 3, which is equals to 4 comma 3. So we got the center. Now we need to find the radius. Now if there is the equation x square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y plus 11 equals to 0. So how to find the radius? We know the formula of radius is g square plus f square minus c. And what is the value of g and f? That we need to find. That is the center. So center equals to g comma f minus g comma minus f, which is equals to minus of 3 comma 4. After solving it with 2g and 2f and comparing the equation, we get this value of center, and from there we can find the radius. Put this value of center in the radius. Radius is equals to root minus 3 square plus 4 square minus 11, which is equals to 9 plus 16 minus 11. Sorry, minus of minus 11. This is minus. So minus of minus 11, which is equals to plus 11, which becomes 6. So the radius becomes 6 of this equation. So this equation is given as x square plus y square plus 6x minus 8y minus 11 equals to 0. So radius becomes under root of g square plus f square minus c. So center we can easily find minus g comma minus f, which will be equal to minus 3 comma 4. And radius will be given as under root of g square, which is minus theta whole square. 4 is f, so 4 square minus of minus 11, which is c, and this is given as 6. Now we will find if a circle passes through some point, what will be the equation of the circle. For example, if a circle is passing through the point, circle passes through the point 0 comma 0. So equation of circle will be x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So if it passes through the point 0 comma 0, we can substitute it in this equation, like in x in y, in x in y. We can substitute that equation because it passes through that equation, means it will satisfy this equation. So it becomes 0 square plus 0 square plus 2g into 0 plus 2f into 0 plus c is equals to 0. So value of c will be equals to 0. So when a circle passes through the point 0 comma 0, the value of circle, that is the value of c, becomes 0. That is, its constant is 0. For example, if it passes through another point like 2 comma 3 or 6 comma 8, then the value of c will be something else, not 0. Let us solve one problem regarding that. Let the circle passes through the point 8. So if the circle passes through the point 6, 8, so its equation will become x square plus y square plus 2gx. Let's take an actual equation. Let's take this as plus 2x plus 8y plus k equals to 0. So it will become 6 square plus 8 square plus 2 into 6 plus 8 into 8 plus k equals to 0. And the value of k after solving this comes out to be minus 176. The value of k comes out to be minus 176. So after substituting the value of k in this equation, our equation will be x square plus y square plus 2x plus 8y minus 176 is equals to 0. This is the equation after the circle passes through the point 6, 8. Now we have to find the equation of circle if two endpoints are given. That is, the two endpoints of a diameter are given. That is, a circle is given, a diameter is given, and its two endpoints are given. Let's suppose a diameter is given whose one starting point is 2, 3 and another ending point is 6, 7. So we know how to find the center. When 2 points are given, how to find the center? This is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. We know how to find the center when 2 points are given. When 2 points are given, we know how to find the distance between those 2 points, and we also know how to find the midpoint of those 2 points. Midpoint formula is easily given as x is equals to, like this will be the midpoint. Midpoint equals to 2 plus 6 divided by 2, 3 plus 7 divided by 2. So this becomes 8 by 2, 10 by 2, which is given as 4, 5. So this is the center of the circle. Now to find the radius of this circle, so 2 point was given to me, 2, 3, B is 6, 7. This is the diameter end points. This is the diameter end point and this is the diameter starting point. So we have to find the total distance between them. Total distance we know, in order to find the total distance between 2 points, we have to do x1 minus x2 whole square plus y under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So we have to do that same thing here. Under root of 2 minus x2 minus x1, 6 minus 2 whole square plus 7 minus 3 whole square. This comes out as 2 root 2. So 2 root 2, this comes out as 4 root 2. 4 root 2. So this is the length of the diameter, because end points and starting points are given, and we have to find the distance between these 2 points. So this came out to be the diameter. So this came out to be the length of the diameter. Now we have to find the length of radius. So this will be divided by 2. So 4 root 2 divided by 2 is equals to 2 root 2. So 4 root 2 divided by 2 becomes 2 root 2. This is the length of radius. This is the radius and this is the center. So we have found the radius and the center, and then we can easily find out the equation of the circle. So what will be the equation of the circle? X minus, this is the center, x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equals to r square. So r is 2 root 2. So 2 root 2 whole square. This becomes 8. So x minus 4 whole square plus y minus 5 whole square is equals to 8. So this is the equation of the circle. Now let's move to the point tangent. We know if this is a circle, this line is a chord to it, and this line is a tangent to it, because this line is just passing through one point of the circle. So this line is tangent to it, and this line is passing to 2 points of a circle. So this line is the chord. Remember, diameter is also a chord. So if this is the diameter, this is also a chord, and this is also a chord, but this is the tangent because it's just passing through one point of the circle. That is, it is intersecting the circle at only one point. So if, now let's move to tangent. For example, if a circle is given and a tangent to it is given, if we find the center, if center is 2, 3, let's suppose the center is h, k. H, k. And this is the equation of our tangent is given as ax plus by plus c equals to 0. It is given by this, and this is h, k, that is center is given. So when we need to find the equation of a tangent, so when we need to find the distance, this is the distance d, which is the radius. The distance d is the radius. So there is a formula, b is equals to ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by under root of a square plus b square, where x1 and y1 is h, k. If a point is given and a line is given and we need to find the distance between those 2 points, we simply do what? We simply put the points in the equation divided by the equations जो constant है उसको हम उससे like a square and b square, जैसे कि यहाँ पे a था यहाँ पे b था, उसका जो square है उसका अंडर रूट से डिवाइड कर देते हैं. So d is equals to ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by a square plus b square, where x1 and y1 will be equals to h, k, because that is the point and this is the line and we have to find the distance. So whenever a point is given and a line is given and we have to find the distance between that point, it is a perpendicular distance. whenever we need to find the perpendicular distance between them, we usually use this formula, that is the equation of the circle, and putting the value of the center here, and by dividing the under root of constants here. So this is the formula. Please write down this formula. This is the perpendicular distance. Always remember that, because a tangent is always perpendicular to the center. Whenever we draw a line to it, this is always perpendicular to it. Now let's solve a numerical based on this. Now we have to determine whether a line 3x plus 4y minus 10 equals to 0 is tangent to x square plus y square is equals to 25. See, what we have to do here, we have to find the distance, the perpendicular distance between this line and the center. To its center is 0, 0, and its radius is 5. So this is the perpendicular distance between, so we can say that the length of the radius is the perpendicular distance between the tangent and the center. If there is a tangent and there is a center, so obviously the length of the radius will be the perpendicular distance between the tangent and the center. So this is the perpendicular distance. So if we find this line's distance from this point, so it will be given as 3 into 0 plus 4 into 0 minus of 10 under root of 3 square plus 4 square. This is mod. Earlier I forgot to mention this mod. Please write this mod. It will be the negative will turn into positive. So that's why here is the mod. So this will be 10 divided by 5. So this comes out to be 2. So this line, we can say that this line is not the tangent, because in order to be the tangent, this must be the perpendicular distance, that is the radius. The radius must be the perpendicular distance, but here we can see that 2 is coming as the perpendicular distance. So this line is chord, means it's passing like this. In order to be the tangent, it must pass like this, and the center must become like this. So 0, 0, and this must become 5. This must become 5. But here the distance is 2. So it will pass like this. Here the distance is 2. So it will pass like this. So this is the equation. So this is the perpendicular distance of chord. So this is, we can say that this is the chord. This is the chord, not the tangent, because its perpendicular distance is lesser than the radius. Chord. Let's solve another numerical based on this. If we need to find tangent at a point, let's suppose tangent at a point. If a point is given like 3, 4, and the equation of circle is given x square plus y square is equals to 25. So radius is 5 and h comma k, that is the center, is equals to 0 comma 0. And this is the point. We have to find tangent at this point. This is the point and we have to find tangent at this point. So the formula is given as x into x1 plus y into y1 is equals to r square. This will be the equation of the tangent where x1 equals to 3 and y1 is equals to 4. So let's write this equation. This will become 3x plus 4y is equals to 25. R equals to 5, so 25. So this is the equation of the tangent. Whenever a point is given and it is said that tangent at that point, means tangent is passing at this point. Tangent at this point. So our equation will become x into x1 plus y into y1, where x1 and y1 is the point and r square is the radius. So 3x plus 4y is equals to 25. This is tangent at a point. Please write the formula. This is the formula. This is a very important formula. Note this. Now let's do a numerical where there will be given length of the tangent. Length of tangent. For example, this is, take the same equation, x square plus y square is equals to 25. This is the equation of the circle. And maybe the tangent passes from 13, 0. Means this is the circle, this is the tangent. Now this tangent passes through this point which is 13, 0. This tangent is passing through this point 13, 0. This is the point 13, 0. Tangent is passing through this point 13, 0. We know that this is the center 0, 0, and the distance from this to this is the radius. So we can easily find the radius to be 5. This is 5, and this distance, what will be this distance if this point is 13, 0 and this point is 0, 0? By applying the distance formula, we can easily find this point to be 13. If this point is 13, so applying the Pythagoras formula, we can easily get this line, distance of this line, by applying Pythagoras formula. So this will become 13 square is equals to 5 square plus x square. So x will become 12. So the answer is 12. So this line becomes 12. So in this way we can find the length of the tangent. In order to find the length of the tangent, we first have to determine the radius, then the point through which the tangent passes, and the center. We have to find the distance between them, and then we can easily find the length of the tangent. Now we need to check whether a point is inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. To check whether a circle is inside, outside, or on the circle. If it's inside, let's solve an example first. Let a point be 5, 2. We have to check whether this point is inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. So the circle's equation is x square plus y square minus 6x minus 4y plus 12 equals to 0. Sorry, minus 12 equals to 0. So let's put this point in this equation. So this will become 5 square plus 4 square minus 6 into 5 minus 4 into 2 minus 12. So this becomes 25 plus 16 minus 30 minus 8 minus 12. So this becomes this was 2. So this becomes 4. So this becomes 29 minus 50, which comes out to be 21. Which comes out to be minus 21. So if it is in negative, if this is in negative value, this is less than 0, so it is a negative value. So if this is negative value, it is always inside the circle. So it will always be inside the circle. Similarly, take a point like 8, 0. 8, 0, you will see that this point is in positive. This answer is coming in positive. So it will be outside the circle. And if it is on the circle, this equation value will come out to be 0. If it is inside the circle, the equation value will come out to be negative. If it is outside the circle, the equation value will come out to be positive. And if it is on the circle, mark my word, if it is on the circle, it will always come out to be 0. The equation value will come out to be 0.